Hey, big family, it's Kenny Ballard coming to you here from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And if you're anything like me, it's been a little bit of a struggle trying to figure out all this Medicare business. So I just wanted to share a few pro tips that I picked up from Heather and Ricky and Derek and Brandon and all the guys that are out there killing it. Um, Today I want to talk a little bit about VA benefits, Tricare, Indian Health Services, and in Texas and New Mexico, we have an MA only plan through Humana that pairs perfectly with those individuals. People that are receiving VA benefits, Tricare, or IHS should likely be getting all of their prescriptions through that service, which means they don't necessarily need a prescription drug plan. In most cases, people have to have a prescription drug plan if they're on A and B. Otherwise, they're going to start incurring a Part D penalty, which equals about, don't quote me on this because it changes because it's a percentage, but it's about $4 a year for every year that they're not on it. Okay? And then when they start paying that, they pay that monthly. So if you have someone that's not paid any prescription drug plan for 5 years, that's $4 a year. Well, when they get on a PDP or an MAPD, they're going to have to pay $20 a month for that Part D penalty. This is especially true for people that are on disability, because 24 months into disability, they're automatically enrolled into Parts A and B, and they don't know anything about where they're supposed to go. So we need to find those people and enroll them into an MAPD plan after month 24, because they're going to pay the $135 deductible if they're not on Medicaid. It doesn't matter. But if they don't get on something with prescription drugs, I mean, if you got a 30-year-old, imagine what their Part D penalty is going to look like by the time they're 60 if they decide they need prescription drug coverage at that time. So it's our job to find those people and make sure that we can get them enrolled in an MAPD now. Back to the MA only plan. Here in New Mexico and in Texas, Humana has what's called the MA only PPO or honor plan. And what they do is they have an incentive for people that are on Tricare, VA benefits, or IHS. And what they do is they give $50 back against the Part B deductible, because they already understand that those people should not have to be on a prescription drug plan. Those three groups have an exception that they don't incur a Part D penalty like the rest of everyone else. So they can get on an MA only plan and just use IHS, Tricare, or the VA to get their prescriptions for free, right? They're going to do it anyways. Well, if they want to have health coverage outside of the VA, because, I mean, most of these guys don't just stay where there's a VA, then they need to be on an MA plan at least so that they can have health coverage outside of there. Otherwise, they're going to pay everything when they go somewhere. They're going to pay at least 20% if they're just on Medicare. If you put them on, here in New Mexico or Texas, if you put them on that plan, what it does is that it credits their account for $50. So instead of paying $135 for their Part B deductible, what they'll end up paying is $85. So it just puts $50 in their pockets. I mean, it's a slam dunk. So find those people, VA, Tricare, IHS, put them on the MA only plan, but make sure it's one that gives $50 back in your area. Ours is the Humana Honor PPO. I think it's the same one in Texas, but check your regions. The only caveat is that VA, they don't do any cost sharing. It doesn't matter. They're fine. VA is a slam dunk. There's no extra stuff there. If they're on Tricare or IHS, if they ever have to process a claim using Humana, then they have to submit a claim form, which you can get from Humana. The claim form just basically helps cost share between Tricare and Humana, or IHS and Humana, for whatever event we're talking about. So anyways, I picked this up from Heather and all these people, and we've been talking about it, and now I've enrolled 2 different veterans on this plan. I have 2 more in the pipeline because it's the right thing for them. So I just want you guys to know that we can do this and really be benefiting our clients. We just have to be informed. So if you have any questions about it, you can reach out to me, and I'd be happy to explain what I know, what very little that is. But I'm very excited about it, guys, and let's go get some more of these MA enrollments. Let's get to our 400, get that $100,000 renewal. Think big. Good night, big family.